Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to another video. This is going to be an interesting one. It's probably going to confuse some of you, but we are doing another mid-pipe install. If you've been watching the channel, you would know we just put a brand new mid-pipe on the STI. And currently the mid-pipe has 3,800 kilometers, so it's still pretty new. I just have a couple issues with it that I'm just not a fan of. Like for example, I managed to get it to fit, but I really had to fight it to get it to fit. It just didn't want to bolt up right, and the exhaust tips are a little wonky, and it just hangs really low. And because my car is bagged and I drive so low, I'm scraping on it more than I would like. So we're gonna swap out the exhaust. I got a new one in, and I'll show you that in a second, but I'll show you just a couple things that I don't like about the mid-pipe right now. So I'm not sure if you're gonna be able to tell on camera. It's also, the sun is kind of throwing it off, but the way the tips line up. So the driver's side, it's not bad. It's a little like into the middle, whereas the passenger side kind of goes out towards outside the car. So the entire system is kind of shifted over. I don't know if you could see it well, but I could see the tips here, and you could barely see these. So it's just little things like that I do not like. And if I get down, just look, the exhaust is literally on the ground. So yeah, I'm pretty prone to hitting things. We went with the Remark exhaust. I have their axleback muffler deletes, and I love them. I had no issues with them. Quality is great, the welds are great, the finish is great. I've had it on the car now for 2 years, no problems. So we ended up going with, obviously, Remark again, because I like their axleback so much. I figured their mid-pipe would be just as good. We went with the resonator delete, so this time no resonator, whereas before we did have it. The resonator is something I have been hitting on the ground, so I'm hoping being no resonator kind of gives us that extra little bit of clearance. Also, because we don't have a resonator, I'm hoping we get some more pops and bangs, and I think we'll hear turbo spool, which before it was very faint, you could barely hear it. So I'm hoping we get that. Before I open this up, let's go ahead and remove our old one. But we got Kyle here and his girlfriend Ashley. I don't know if you want to be in the film, but I'll just call you out. You can see right here just how low the exhaust is. Like, you can't even see the bottom of the rear diff. So that is, like I said, one of the issues that I was not a fan of this exhaust. So let's just go ahead, take this off. Should be able to get it off in like 10-15 minutes. Let's go.
Yeah, okay, let's get this shit done. Just fucking, dude, you're gonna fucking activate my hemorrhoids, man. The bill's coming to you.
Okay, man, I'll pay for it.
Alright, so... Wait, what? And this shit's supposed to just, like, come off? What is this?
You pull it off, dude.
Pull it off, bro?
Yeah.
Dude, it's not even budging.
Hold on. Just like, you know, shove a flathead in there and...
Shove a flathead in there, yeah.
We're not reusing this.
Bro, this whole thing's moving. Am I missing something? Like, is there something we didn't take off?
No. If you took the bolts off, it should be on. Yeah, they're off.
Bro, this thing's like fucking caked on there. What the fuck?
It might help if we like spread it. If you hammer this like in there, and then like.
Are you just gonna fuck anything up?
No, I mean, you're replacing it. Doesn't matter.
Are you gonna take off this? What the fuck?
I think what's happening is it's all like messed up here, so it's just not. It's not coming. Do you want me to try to get it off?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I've been stalling helping this guy out. But we got the exhaust off, and I'll kind of show you why I don't really want to use this exhaust. So to start it off, you want to say something?
No, I was gonna say, where the fuck's the thingy thing?
I don't know. Where'd you put it?
I don't know.
So to start off, it looks like I hit some plastic. That's great. I really hit it over here, as you can see. So I'm going to clean that up before I sell it. I think Easy Off will do the trick. But if you look right there, that's me scraping. So that kind of gives you an idea. I scraped a couple times there, but like that's nothing that's serious. The resonator was getting it the worst, as you could tell. It was just the lowest part, and it was taking a hit, so I didn't really want to keep running it. And I wouldn't be shocked if this was getting scraped on that bolt. I don't know. It might have been, might have not, but whatever. Either way, I don't really want to run it no more. But my biggest issue was just fitment. As you could tell, I was having an exhaust leak right there. The V-pan, yeah, you could tell the entire V-pan I had an exhaust leak. But overall, wasn't the happiest about it. So going with this. Let's get this out the box and show you what we got. So I just laid out the two exhausts for you guys just to show you the difference of quality. And by far, I think Remark is the winner. Just to begin with the middle section. Obviously, I do know I added the resonator option on this one, so there is a couple extra welds. But I mean, if you just compare the welds, just even like this flange alone, it's nice and machined. This one, it's pretty rough. It's overall night and day compared to two. Like this is a solid piece. This one is what 1, 2, 3, let's say 4 pieces plus the resonator. I don't know why there's another weld there. I don't really get that, but overall it's looking a lot better. Even here, like just the weld quality alone, you can't even compare. So yeah, I'm very happy I'm upgrading to this. I'm hoping that it will fit a lot better than this one did. It comes with all the hardware you need. I'm not sure the difference between these gaskets. I don't know if one's for OEM and then one is for like aftermarket downpipes. It does come with instructions, so I'll probably read through that real quick just to double check. But yeah, shouldn't take too long to get it on, and we'll be back in business. I don't know if you guys can tell on video, but the exhausts actually line up now. And I don't know, maybe it was just user error on my end for that, but I just could not get them to line up. So overall, much happier with this exhaust. As you can see, it actually sits up pretty high, a lot more than the other one, I believe. Maybe I'm just thinking it, but I feel like the line here lines up a little more to here with the lower control arm. You know, it's a little low, but I feel like the other one was like way down to here. So I'll double check the film and see, but I do think this one's up higher. And it's all the way down, nice and high. Don't have to worry about it scraping. As you can tell, it doesn't hang down a ton. So I love that. Now the last thing to do is we turn this on and check for exhaust leaks. Yeah, there's a couple leaks. There's a couple. So I was trying to be cheap, and I used the old gaskets just because it didn't work out. Ended up leaking, so I put the other ones, the ones that came with the kit, on, and it's still sort of leaking a little bit. It's not a lot. I need to jack the whole car up and adjust everything. I just don't have the time right now, but as is, I like it a lot more. There is slight leaks, but it's whatever. What I am happy about is how high the exhaust sits now. The exhaust tips, they line up a lot better now, and overall it sounds nice. And now you hear that turbo spool, which is pretty sweet, and I think we're gonna get some backfires out of it. For right now, I'm not gonna be able to do that. I gotta help my buddy out with his brakes. Shout out to him. So I'm gonna get that done, and I will include sound clips right now, just of whenever I can. I'll go out and get sound clips, so I'll include it right now. I almost forgot to include was make sure once you guys are done, clean your exhaust with brake cleaner. You don't want your greasy fingertips getting burnt into your exhaust. So do it real quick, clean it. You'll thank yourself in the long run. So guys, something I literally almost forgot to mention is if we come down here, yes, the exhaust is pretty low on the ground, but there's a lot more clearance now than there used to be with the old setup. Yeah, there you go. There's about maybe an inch and a half, whereas before there was like a ½ inch of clearance when I was aired out. I'm happy to see it's a lot higher now, and I don't have to worry about scraping everything. So that's a plus. And that's it, guys. If you guys enjoyed the video, please feel free to like, comment, and subscribe, and take it easy.